have Bruce Cuff here as our guest speaker. He's going to take the majority of the evening. But before we have that, apparently a lot of phone calls didn't cut it, so we're going to have to start giving away free stuff, apparently, like Bernie. But anyway, anyway, bad joke. We have the CPT safety coordinator, right, our medical person, needs to share with us some personal safety gear that we should all keep in mind for our individual bags, be it a get-home bag, a bug-out bag, or what have you. Some items like that, something that we might put together in our first response trailer when we get it together. Thank you to members that gave us more stuff and the essentials for after what you do when you eat. And taking care of that. So, Elaine. Larene.
You talking to me?
Yeah, I'm talking to you. Yeah. Don't make me use it.
Me and you were going around.
Don't make me use
I'm
it.
hiding behind you.
Just get up here and do your thing.
Think of Larene is mean and you'll remember.
Yeah.
I'm hiding behind a mic. That's what happened.
No, since you're my boss.
Alright guys, so I didn't bring my OK bag because I was at a CERT meeting instead of Oath Keepers and forgot to throw it in the car and ended up late.
I forgot to tell you.
When you join CERT, if you decide to become a responder, they supply you with personal protection gear for doing urban light search and rescue, neighborhood size-ups, triage, and medical treatment. So I was telling Robert, I'll share really quick with you some of the things I want our group to think about if you ever decide to respond to a disaster, even in your own neighborhood. Be prepared to be protected. A lot of our guys work in construction, they'll have hard hats around and stuff like that. For me, I hate holding a flashlight because it's really hard to triage somebody head to toe in under 30 seconds if you're holding a flashlight in one hand. So one of these, you get your option of how you're going to blind them, but you can see at the same time.
So that epilepsy mode on it too?
Absolutely. You're going to find these by the dozens. Remember, if you guys decide to help somebody and you don't know them, you don't know their medical history, we all have an urge to help people when they're injured. Protect your hands first and foremost. Most of us have split cuticles or cracks in our skin, and that's a good way to catch anything contagious that might be in there, bloodborne pathogens or vomit or anything. Every time you go from one victim to another, you want to pull your gloves off or submerge them in something that's going to sterilize them. So make sure that you always keep yourself protected and you're not passing contaminants from one victim to another. Dry socks, that's for flood response. The basic first aid kit, you guys all know about that. So this is for me. This is not for the people I'm helping. This is for me because if I get injured, I need to be able to take care of myself. So this bag is set up as an emergency response bag. It's not a go bag for getting to point A to point B. The heavier mill rain is in case we have to respond in the rain, which that's your choice if you guys want to go outside and play in the rain to help people. We do carry the Mylar bags. That is to keep your patients warm in case they are shocky or cold or in the weather and don't have appropriate gear. We carry emergency chem cards for classification. In case a building or a vehicle has a placard on it, I can reference this and know if I need to stay the heck away or if it's safe to enter. So if they carry any kind of chemicals or liquids or whatever, this is a quick reference card that you can carry to keep you safe so you don't get involved. These are only if you're going to be in questionable lighting situations. If power's out and you're going in a building, make sure some part of you glows, because if you become a victim, it's harder to find you if you're in dark clothing and they can't see you. So this is just so you're visible. You guys don't need the CERT shirts. We also have, everybody's issued leather gloves. I bought my own because their gloves suck. But we carry gloves. So the leather gloves are when you're in a building and you need to move debris. If you grab a piece of wood and has a nail in it, you're less likely to get the nail through your hand if you've got leather between you and that object. It's that kind of idea. Closed-toed shoes. Don't do like I am right now in flip-flops. If you're asking for a disaster, hard-toed, ankle-covering boots are the safest way to go there.
Are you seeing these don't work? They're closed-toed.
They're closed-toed, but I don't know about that heel, Missy. We suggest goggles For me, I can't wear goggles because when I put my hard hat on and a N95 mask, there's no room. My head's not big enough. But I did go with shooter's glasses because they are shatterproof and they do wrap around so that the eyes are pretty well surrounded and they don't hinder your vision.
Put it all on, show what it looks like.
For me, haha, kiss my what? I have antiseptic first aid wipes. If I get something on my skin, I have a way to remove it immediately to stay safe. The other thing I want you guys to remember is if you're in a disaster where it's like earthquake based or property damage based, this is called a multi-tool. It'll actually shut off every single utility on every house. So it does all of them, water, gas, all of it. So, and it will also break windows and wedge doors open and it is.
Also shut your neighbor off.
It will, and it's extremely lightweight aluminum, believe it or not. CERT tries to provide that for every member. They don't have enough because they run about $60 a piece. The other thing you guys can carry is duct tape. You use it on yourself, you can use it on people. Don't put it on skin. You can wrap it around material. So if you need to brace somebody because they have a broken limb, this will hold your bracings in place.
Just keep it away from me.
Even though I said I hate mini flashlights in the hand, I still carry them. I always make sure that they're working. And a self-identifier. So it's easier to blow a whistle than it is to yell, especially if you have to yell a lot. So a whistle will help somebody find you. And it also helps if you're trying to rescue somebody and they can't find you, you can blow the whistle, it's louder than your voice, they can find you and come to you. So if they're called walking wounded, don't go to them, make them come to you and get them out of the building so that you stay safe. CERT is a 25-hour class that is put on by each county that has CERT active. We have a basic CERT class. It's going to start the 23rd Saturday at 8:30 in the morning. It goes 4 Saturdays in a row. At the end of it, the final Saturday is a live drill simulation of a disaster with live victims. Yes?
Was, just clarify.
Yes.
That was Saturday the 23rd, not the 23rd Saturday.
Right.
Just check.
Yeah. Well, for you, it's the 23rd Saturday, because I know how you roll. Anyway, anybody that wants to do CERT,
When's their next full weekend, where it's Monday through, or Friday through Monday?
they only did that because it was a holiday weekend. It was a 3 days off. And after that, we had a class that had
So that weekend, there was almost 40 of us.
almost 40 people in one class, which is
Because I was
extremely
part of it.
overwhelming because we only have 4 trained trainers, or train the trainers, and 1 coordinator. So when they do a 3-day class, it gets really hard to have the trainers available because most of us, it's a volunteer organization, so people have full-time jobs.
Did you show them your badge out also when you're done?
If you become a responder, you get a nifty little Linn County Sheriff's CERT badge. It just shows that you've gone through their background
I was just
checks
gonna ask
and
we
stuff.
have to pass the background check.
And then, oh yes, and then on the back of it, it'll give any highlights for any training you've gone through, anything you're available for. They'll teach you how to resource when you're going around in neighborhoods. You go in a house and somebody's injured and you can't get them out, you use what's right in their house. We appropriate their own materials for them. So that's something else they teach you how to do. I can't see that on the glasses.
She says,
Vicky sent me that.
16. 16.
Oh, well then she probably changed it. Which she said dates were changing. 16. If you go to keepandshare.com, it is a calendar website. If you look up Linn County CERT, it has our current calendar. It'll have the basic training classes. It'll have her email address. So anybody
Attention up front.
interested, email Vicky, cert.draining@hotmail.com. Like I said, Keep and Share is the calendar page they use. As of yesterday, the Linn County Sheriff's Office activated the CERT website within the sheriffs. We are now incorporated in their own webpage. You go to the sheriff's office and you go to the CERT link for Linn County. You can find the information there. It also is supposed to have links to her email and to the calendar. We have at least 3 trainings a year. And then after that, you can come to any training class, refresher, drill, or whatever you want to, whether you are a responder or just a community member who wants the knowledge. We encourage everybody to do it even if you're not a responder. So I just wanted to share with you guys some ideas because I know all of us kind of have the mindset if something goes bad, we want to help. So I want to make sure if you're helping that you protect yourself first. Your safety is always #1 before anybody else. And if it's not safe to enter a building or if you're not sure, CERT will help you learn how to define safe buildings for versus unsafe. Thanks, guys.